Well, alrighty, folks. Welcome back to another session of our Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. I am your dungeon master, dungeon mister, joined by our wonderful players today. If you guys want to say hello, you can.
Oh,
Hey, Twitch.
hey.
And we are down a player at the moment, but she will be back shortly, hopefully. But while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of a recap before we get into what's going to happen this time. And guys, with more of these berserkers coming back to the cave that you had just explored, you managed to continuously, repeatedly push them off of the cliffs that they were climbing up of until they were done for. They didn't do too much harm to you. And afterwards, you found the paltry horde of the two white wormlings that had managed to gather. And you took it off into the tundra, westward, hoping to get back to the Ten Towns. And along the way, after getting tired in the night, found a partial shelter of an old ruined building, or at least some frozen wood kind of clattered together. Taking some respite from the winds and snows, you started a fire and gathered around the warmth, setting watches. Laura said she was going to scout out around the area, but while she was gone, Phineas was on first watch, and, well, Phineas's sight isn't what it used to be, only having one eye now. A pack of gnolls attacked while everyone else was sleeping, and Phineas also unfortunately took the brunt of most of these attacks, barely getting off the ground to fly away before he was shot down. The rest of you quickly went to work taking out this small pack and made sure Phineas was okay. No sign of Alara either. You guys finished getting your rest, and in the morning, you thought that maybe the gnolls might have tracks to lead you to one of your goals, anyways, and sure enough, they did. Finding a large chasm in the ice, tracking the gnolls where hyena laughter could be heard, sneaking down in it, leaving your dogs behind. You saw a caged berserker like you had encountered the day before. You could even see several gnolls within smaller caves, a little bit of light from within them. You guys released the berserker, and this brought the attention of all the gnolls, and including the biggest gnoll of them all, while you guys sneaking about. The big one came in and put the issue to bed, killing the berserker, and actually took one of the dead gnolls to go eat. Eventually, you guys figured maybe the gnolls, if they were leaderless, they wouldn't be too much of a threat. So after some shenanigans with another one of these gnolls, and they didn't seem to mind that one of them was dead, you snuck into the big gnoll's private cave, killed him quite quickly. But during this fight, all of the other gnolls gathered around this cavern to come watch on this slippery chasm. Unsure of how to play this out. They do have weapons ready, but they seem more cautious. And if you've ever seen a gnoll happy, maybe this is it. It's hard to say. We don't need to be an initiative at this exact moment. What are you guys doing? You just hear the gnolls kind of laughing wildly outside, staring at you. Some of them have bows drawn and kind of somewhat ready, but not like aimed directly. Others have like javelins or spears kind of in their hand. They seem ready at a moment's notice, but they aren't acting aggressively in this moment, which is also very strange for gnolls. What are you guys doing?
Hey, guys, come out here. Come take a look at this. We fight our way out?
I wish I could imitate gnoll hyenas, but hyenas make some weird fucking noises. There's this constant yipper and or yipping, and it's not laughter. You know it's not laughter. Some of them pointing spears, but not like I said, not aggressively. You do see some of their drool has turned to icicles on their faces.
I'm going to casually point to the exit.
Where the gnolls are kind of standing over there.
Yeah.
You would get a response of "Rip, rip, 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 rip."
All right, I'm going to kind of make a motion of like us, like a circular like hand motion, and then just like point back to the exit.
Give me a persuasion check. I'm gonna say the DC is gonna be pretty high, but it is something that you are proficient with. With a 7, you get a couple of confused looks from the other gnolls, and one of them kind of points with his spear to one of the other gnolls. I will say the one that's at the entrance here kind of points his spear to this guy, and then points it back towards the cave that you pointed towards. Yep, yep.
Is anyone confident in trying to walk to the exit?
We're just going to leave them?
Do you want to fight them?
Better today than later. Better here than East Haven.
Well, you do have an emboldening bond, don't forget, Tia, at the moment. But a 4 wouldn't have saved you. One of them starts yipping and points in your direction. We'll say this one here as he starts to get a little closer. You don't know. They all look like, well, animals. Just yipping and kind of grunting this. And pointing, kind of past you, Tia. Welcome back, Alara.
I'm gonna point to the dead gnoll guy.
Back inside the cave.
Yeah.
He would repeat the same thing, kind of, and point back and pretty much he looks like he's pointing towards like Severage at this point, or like back inside the cave. Like past you. And all the other gnolls are still kind of yipping towards each other and just kind of general rabble rousing.
I think he's trying to tell us something.
Maybe.
I do not know.
Well, if we could, I mean, I just learned a spell that I could talk to him, but not today. I'd have to prepare tomorrow. but I don't really want to be here tomorrow.
I don't either.
I will also remind you, Finish, you do have the gem. It's up to you guys. What are you doing? In this kind of tense moment, they seem to be getting a little bit tense, but they also seem a little confused. I'd say that's an easy read on them, is that they're tense and confused. What are you doing?
I guess I want to try and drag the leader guy out and see if maybe that's what they want.
Okay. I would say with you could slowly drag him out, but with the help of some of your allies, you drag the body of Chiska or Chiska out to the landing, and they would all start yipping and hollering. The one who was pointing in that direction continues to point in that direction, past the body that you drag out. But they're kind of cheering the fact that he's dead. You didn't know any better. You would definitely say these are yips of approval. What are you guys doing?
What if we do just slowly make our way towards the exit?
And
Phineas is on top of this icicle, and he'll. I can't even see over by where the exit is. But I can.
Last time I accidentally had Severage's lantern on. It's Severage, if you want to light your lantern, you can.
no, I mean, we're in. That explains why I can't see anything.
But I will bring out my wand and I will direct a little sparkling mote over by the exit, and it expands to a 30-foot cube, and just little dazzling lights are twinkling all around as I cast Hypnotic Pattern in that area.
All right. And we're going back to initiative then. As you aggressively, or maybe not aggressively, you start casting magic in their presence. All of them start to yip in unison as the three there have to pass a hypnotic pattern. Wisdom? Is it a wisdom set? Yeah. Yep. Got a 19, a 1, and a 19. And yeah, Tia, You are up first, as these gnolls don't seem to like that. We're going back into it. What's Tia doing?
Oh, sorry. I thought I had it off mute.
You're good.
I guess I'm going to go after that guy that I just pinged, and I am going to Eldritch Blast him.
All right. Nat 20 absolutely fucking hits him.
Hey.
I'm definitely pushing him back, too.
All right. As he takes 18 points of damage and is kind of pushed back into the wall here. Technically, you'd be pushed where this guy is, but kind of gets shoved into the wall there.
All right, I'm going to hit him again,
All right.
hopefully.
As he gets kind of shoved off by the other gnoll, 26 will also hit for 12 points of force damage as just kind of this blood splatter across the ice wall there. Where most of his body was. He goes slipping and sliding off into the chasm, into darkness below. Anything else for Tia?
All right, I will end my turn there.
All right. That will take us to the other gnolls down here. These guys, yes, the southern gnolls near the exit, as they are launching bows at. They'll both go to Phineas. Both of them getting a 7 to hit,
Both of them will miss.
which is weird because they also both rolled 7 for damage. So nuts. As the other one just kind of sits there and just looking out into nothingness. Which will take us to Phineas.
Open ceiling.
It is an open ceiling, but you can't really see very well down below once you get up there.
If I could leave.
Yeah?
I will. Can't see them. I can see this guy. I'll mind sliver him, and I will fly up to the 30 feet on my way out.
Okay.
I'll meet you guys outside.
I use my action to Eldritch Blast Phineas. No, I'm kidding.
He got an 8 on his save.
That will fail.
As he will take 9 points of psychic damage and has minus a d4 on his next save? Yes. As Phineas disappears above. Taking us to the gnolls down here. They will kind of charge the area here. This one's going to push Tia. Just try and shove you. I will need a strength or dexterity save, Tia.
Oh no.
With a 10.
You can use Emboldening Bond on this too.
I would
hold on.
recommend using that, rolling that d4.
Oh no.
It's close.
Oh no. Oh no.
With a 12, as you kind of start slipping, this gnoll charges you and just shoves you straight over as you go tumbling down.
That's a fail then.
It is a fail.
I'm in range to cast Resistance.
Can you see her?
Just barely around the corner.
Okay. Let's see it.
Do I not have a thing? I do have a thing.
All right. barely, barely, uh, successful. As the knoll tries to shove you out, you can see or feel yourself slipping. And what does your resistance look like?
Good question. Probably like a blue tinted flash of light.
Okay. Yeah, you see in the background behind you, Tia, blue light just kind of surge very quickly as it kind of holds you in place for a split moment, just enough for you to catch your grounding. Here's the bad news, though. The other knoll's going to try to do the same thing. So we'll need another dexterity or strength saving throw. And you still have Emboldening Bond on it.
This time. Yeah.
Don't forget to roll that d4. Which you would just roll a 1, and you're good. As that is good, as both of them just kind of charge you and just try and grapple you and just try to push you off. You hold firm into the ice there. While the other one will open the cage, releasing the other knoll, and just kind of come down here and start shooting. As the other one will throw a javelin. To your front line. They also saw you cast that magic, but they don't like. So the one throwing a spear got a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
As you take 5 points of piercing. And the one shooting the longbow got a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Which will take us to Severage.
I guess I need to light a lantern because I can't see anything.
Alright, spending your action to light lantern.
I mean, all I can see is I don't even know where to walk, so I guess yep.
Fair enough. Illuminating the cave quite well with your lantern.
Am I able to see down there now?
I would say you can't because of the cracks and the teeth above.
Okay.
And we gotta get over to there. I'll start slinking that direction.
All right.
I mean, I could move so far. 1, 2. I mean, I could get all the way, but
Are you dashing?
I mean, I could. I don't know that it's a smart thing to do, but my light is pretty big.
It is.
You can see I'm not gonna dash, but I'm gonna get.
Are you
I'm gonna
taking?
use my movement.
Are you
or I
taking
guess
the dash action?
I will
Or
take the
bonus?
dash action because I don't have anything else to do with my bonus action.
Give me an acrobatics check. You
If
have advantage on this because of the crampons.
If it's difficult terrain, I'm dashing, so I ignore it. That is what mobile or speedster does, but
Fine. It's not necessarily difficult terrain. I'll still give you advantage on it, and I'll lower the DC. Yeah, you're golden. You can go. You are speed. Lighting lantern and running. Anything else for Sev?
Nope, I am good.
That will take us to Andres.
I can't see anything, so let me step out.
Now you can see the two gnolls that were trying to shove Tia down. So far down. Farther than you can even see.
Unfortunate, but looks like we're running. Tia is up next. I'll cast some Spirit Guardians.
Okay. It's about to get a lot more cheesier, Spirit Guardians.
I'm sorry?
I'm saying Spirit Guardians is about to get a lot more cheesier with the update.
Oh, so.
It does damage whenever they enter it the first time, so if you just turn it
Yep.
on and run around, you can hurt everybody.
Yep,
That's stupid.
I agree. They'll probably send out an errata within the first day or two of... We'll see. Maybe not. But for now, it'll happen on the first of their turn. As these spirits emanate around you.
I'll move somewhat towards the exit.
All right.
Oh, maybe a couple more steps. Like, this.
Okay.
Discourage them from coming closer.
Alara,
Mm-hmm.
heading back and tracking your allies, you saw this large chasm, and where the dogs were kind of tied up nearby. Spending some time searching around, you did find an entrance to a cave nearby. How do you approach?
Do I hear anything that's going on, or
You would start to hear some
True.
yipping from within the large chasm in the ice above, or you can take the cave down. Your call. The chasm looks like when you had looked at it previously, there was like about it was like a 30-foot drop to a ledge.
I guess I go the safer question mark route.
Okay. How are you going about it? Are you... I would say from the chasm, yeah, you would hear yipping and sounds of something coming from over there as you start to enter the cave.
I guess I'm trying to be stealthy.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's hard to ask if you're sneaking without explicitly saying, are you sneaking? Because then I don't want to be like, yeah, you're invisible as it is dark down there. As you step down into a kind of bone-littered cave, you see another cavern around the bend, where a little bit of light is coming from over here to the left beyond that. And a gnoll is just standing there holding a spear, just kind of like, looks like it's just vibing right there. And you can hear the yipping and hollering from within there. You would see another gnoll dead not too far from here. Go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Okay.
At advantage, because you're sneaking.
Sneaky. Why did that not roll at advantage?
It did not. It was meant to be.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Tia, what you doing?
I want to hit both of these guys with an Eldritch Blast each and knock them back. I'm going to start with this guy.
All right. It will be at disadvantage.
There we go. Yeah.
Against the
Yes.
pink marked guy or the non-pink marked guy?
The pink mark guy.
All right. The first one against the pink marked guy will hit. I'll keep that 19 for the second one. For 7 points of force damages, he's blasted back. And then roll one more time against this guy for the disadvantage. 12 unfortunately misses. As
Can
you
still use Emboldening Bond.
you can roll the d4. That just hits. Remembering that your friends are counting on you, you do hit this guy as he's pushed back.
All right, I am going to catch up.
Well, roll me some damage first.
Oh, yeah, right. My bad.
I mean, the push is the important part, but so you can get away.
Yeah.
As it takes 13 points of force damage, just blasted into the wall there. Being surrounded by these spirit guardians surrounding Andres. Anything else for Tia?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, that will take us to these two down here, or three rather, as one of them's just sitting there. This guy down here seeing Severage with the light, Andres with the spinny light around him, and Tia with the blast, and that seems to really hurt people. He's gonna roll for it. He's gonna try to shoot Andres with his bow. Getting a big old 9 to hit. As arrow just kind of like glances off of your armor, yipping at you. He kind of walks slowly up the space to kind of meet anything as he kind of pulls out a spear. Which will take us to the other gnolls. Gonna roll a save real quick for them. Yeah. One of them starts running up to follow after Tia. Will Andres roll me some Spirit Guardians damage? Ooh. Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Got a big old 3 as he enters into the space as these spirits are flitting about. What do they look like again?
It's blue waves of light continuously pulsing out.
Gotcha. Change this to blue.
Sure.
For funsies.
Also, their movement is halved once they get in. But
Yeah.
if you just want to like rule that as difficult terrain, that's fine with me.
Exactly. Which they didn't actually update that in the new book. It still counts as just movement is halved when they're in there.
That's kind of weird.
They should have just updated to be like, yeah, it's difficult terrain. But yeah, he just kind of starts walking in, and as he wades through it, as he kind of raises up his spear, this blue pulse starts to consume him as he just kind of, his eyes roll back in his head, and he falls down to the ground. The rest seeing this this guy he's gonna throw a spear at Tia, just kind of like staying out of the area, throwing a spear. Getting a 10 to hit.
Does not.
As the other two will shoot bows. One at Tia, one at Andres. Rolling really good with their attacks tonight, guys. I don't know if you know this. It got an 8 and a 5 to hit.
Nope.
Nope.
Which will take us back to Phineas.
I'm up top. I'm kind of listening, but I'm just gonna try and stay up. I'll try and find the entrance.
Okay. Give me a survival check. Plus 10.
17. Oh, we don't.
No, I know. I got you. You won't be able to get there this turn, but about 70 or 80 feet off, you do see like a cave that veers. Like it's just barely just like a little igloo-sized bubble. You see a little bit of darkness within it.
I'll make my way over there.
All right. That'll take us to our sneaky Alara. Alara,
Mm,
what you doing? Is hearing sounds of something going on in there. Nobody's yelling or anything, just these yipping and sounds of, I don't know, magic spells.
Uh, I assume there's quite a kerfuffle going on. I can see dead bodies.
Mm-hmm. And you
I
can
might as
see
well add to the pile.
all right. This guy is just
Like,
again, he's just vibing there.
so's mine. And just put a couple of arrows in him.
All right. They will 100% be at advantage because he's again doesn't know what's going on in the world. Nat 20 with your first attack will, yes, hit. And he takes 12 points of damage. As Phineas, does that automatically put him out, or does he need to make a save again?
I think he's got to make a save. So you can use another person can use an action. I'll link it real quick.
I think they are out once they take damage.
Takes any damage, yes. As the gnoll kind of shakes its head, starts barking rapidly.
Yes.
As another arrow, 13 is going to miss. As kind of seeing the arrow release from the darkness, he kind of swats it away with a spear handle. Anything else for Alara?
Nah.
All right. Sev.
Is that one?
Yeah, that's the one who just kind of, you saw him turn around and swat something away. Arrow clatters to the ground.
And we have one up here. And probably the smart one. Let's clear the way. Do I want to take aim? Yes. Then I'm gonna shoot this one.
All right.
I'm going to take aim and shoot. Well, or wait, he's on. These two are under the hypnotic pattern, aren't they?
No, it was just this guy.
It was just that one,
and he got hit by an arrow.
Yeah, I knew he just got out of it.
Yeah.
Which is why I was going to shoot him. But
This one
if
was.
this guy was.
This one
I
was,
can't even see that one.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's fair. He's looking up, into the above the chasm with his bow, ready.
I will shoot this one and start carving our way, but I will take aim.
All right.
So maybe I can do this at one go.
As you steady your shot, a 20 will absolutely hit.
20 points of
Or
damage.
20 points of damage as you get him right in the I don't know what you call it's like the front heel. That's got a name. You know what I'm talking about.
What?
The front of his heel. His foot. Shoot him right in the foot and he just starts bleeding profusely all over there, starts hopping on one leg, yipping.
Are you trying to talk about the Achilles?
Well,
Yeah,
that
but
would be
the other-
back of
the
heel,
other
the front
side.
of the foot. Just
Just the
There's a
foot.
name for
And
There-
isn't that just the foot?
There is a
Just
name
the-
for the front of it.
just
but
his ankle.
Yeah, the front of his ankle. But he starts bleeding profusely. That'll take us to Andres.
That's all I got. Yep.
Andres is going to take the dodge action.
All right.
Bloop. And I'm slowly going to make my way towards the exit. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right. Hustling. That'll take us to Tia.
Carefully, though.
Yeah, I gotcha. Not dashing.
Yeah, slippery here.
Tia.
All right, I want to hit this pink dot guy.
All right.
Hold on one
Tossing an
second.
Eldritch Blast.
There we go. Yes.
17's gonna hit him. He takes 8 points of force damage as he is knocked back and kind of slips off the ledge there, falling into oblivion.
All right, I'm gonna use my other one to hit this guy right across over here.
All right.
There we
The
go.
one that is kind of hopping on one foot at the moment.
Yeah.
15 just hits. As he's hopping,
Alright.
kind of like looking up and like just howling. His neck is ripe for the taking as your Eldritch Blast goes right into his throat.
All right, I'm going to move more up. And then I will end my turn there.
All right. That'll take us to these two knolls, the south. This one turns around and he's just going to chuck his spear wildly behind him at disadvantage. Getting a 10 to hit Alara. But then he is going to kind of run in and pick up his spear, start sniffing around. While the other one over here... You guys are all in a corner. Sev, you're closest. He's going to try and shoot you with his bow.
I wouldn't do that.
Getting a 15 to hit.
Oh, that will hit.
As you take 4 points of piercing damage.
I don't even feel it.
As these two up here kind of making their way slowly but surely. Go a little lower on that map. For the viewers. They are going to... One's going to take a shot at Phineas. Not Phineas. Yeah, he's going to shoot at the imaginary Birdman who's somewhere around. No, they're both going to do one shot at Sev. And the other going to be random. At Tia. Sev got an 18 to hit.
Yep, that'll do.
Take 2 points of piercing. Minimum.
Still can't feel it.
Tia got an 8 to hit. It's great. Whenever they roll to actually hit you guys, they roll 4 damage. Whenever they rolled to not hit you guys, they rolled great damage. Which will take us to Phineas. Heading towards that cave.
Yep.
Alright. I'd say if you take the dash action, you can make it there and kind of delve down into it. Are you dashing?
I'll take the dash action, but I don't want to go in. I'll just get to the entrance.
Okay, looks like you can't really see into it. It's dark.
Yep.
Alright. I'll take us to Alara.
Okay. Stabby McStab, I think.
Yeah, add advantage.
Is my short
24 definitely hits. 8 points of piercing damage as you kind of cut into him. Doesn't see what's happening and just kind of trying to stab out around you, but yeah, he's not good at that. 14 just misses as he's kind of like instinctually just trying to block with his stick, the stick part of the haft of his spear, and he actually does as your scimitar gets stuck in it for a moment, or short sword gets stuck in, and you just quickly pull out. Anything else for Alara?
And can I use bonus action to dagger? Or do I need a successful previous hit to do that?
No. You don't even... If you have an offhand dagger, you can just do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't... It won't get your damage, so it just does a d4 damage.
Okay.
But a 22 will hit him. Kind of seeing him block and leaving himself a little bit open. You just kind of stab out. Roll me a d4.
D4.
2 is just enough. I was hoping you would roll a 1. But as you kind of stab out, kind of leaving his wounds open, you just kind of drive that dagger into it and up into his rib cage. And it does just enough damage to finish him off as he howls and drops down to the ground. Anything else for Alara?
I'm gonna move up to here.
All right.
See if I can see what's going on.
You see
there's one
some
in front of me.
you see some light coming from down here, and that's where all of these other gnolls are looking.
Oh, look, people.
Yeah. As you walk out, you do see your comrades. As I think you might be lit up now.
Possible. I think so.
Let me look at the range.
I think I'm just like at the edge, maybe.
No, you're still in the dim light, so you are still invisible.
Okay.
So we don't know either.
That means you guys don't know either. Which will take us to Severage.
I'm going to pivot and aim at this one and cover our exit.
Alright. Yeah, that'll definitely hit. Was that the one in the back?
No, the one in the front.
Alright.
Because I'm going to remove a d6 and I'm going to trip him.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw
Dex
DC
save.
14, but the 17 damage stands.
You got a 13.
So he will take 17 and not only be tripped, he will also be slowed because I have a crossbow.
Absolutely. You will take 17 points of damage as you just kind of, that force of your crossbow just kind of knocks him down and he kind of slips on the ice there. And actually, I'm going to make him make another dex save. Okay. He nearly starts to fall off, but kind of claws his way into the ground and doesn't.
Unfortunate. But that is my turn.
And will take us to Andres.
Gonna keep moving towards the exit.
Keep on keeping on.
That's as far as I can get.
All right.
And I'll take another dodge action.
All right. Taking us to Tia.
I'm going to hit this one that's right here by Alara.
All right. You don't see
I'm gonna
Alara,
hit him
but you
with
see
an
you see the
Eldritch.
gnoll for sure.
Yeah.
Give me that
I'm
blast.
gonna hit him.
16 hits. As he is knocked away. For 9 points
And
of
I'm gonna
force
hit him
damage.
again.
All right. Just keep knocking him back. 13 misses. As he kind of readies up and just kind of
Alright.
ducks.
That's okay, because I'm just trying to get him away from my escape area.
All right.
And then I will end my turn there.
That's going to take us to the Knolls. This guy first. Oh boy. Does he want... yeah, he'll shoot at Tia because you just shot him. Big 10 to hit.
Does not.
This guy will stand up and move 10 feet and throw a spear at Severage.
Rude.
Getting a 23 to hit.
I'm fine.
Their luck has turned. You take 7 points of damage.
I finally feel it.
Yep. As the other gnoll up here, he'll shoot at Andres. Disadvantage.
Mhm.
Getting a 16 to hit
Misses.
as it clinks off of your armor and dissipates. Phineas.
I'm still waiting out by the mouth of the cave.
Alright. Alara, at the start of your turn, I need a constitution save.
Ah, fuck. Right.
Oh, that stupid blue light is those spirit guardians, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, it's wisdom, by the way, but that's
Oh.
not gonna do it.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah.
Wisdom's better.
Oh, god damn it.
As you take 17 points of radiant damage. You
Trust me, mate.
still rolled 2. As this pulsing blue light, and you feel just kind of warbled and slowed down as Andres is standing next to you. He doesn't see you, just kind of running towards the exit, kind of shield up, defending himself. I'm sure you would hear some noise
I'm
right
very
next to you
sorry.
as the pulse kind of hits some entity next to you, Andres.
God damn it.
You just hear a slight choking as some blood gets coughed up. Bloody magic people.
But yeah,
Okay.
the first 10 feet of your movement while you're in this is essentially 20 feet of movement.
Yeah, I figured it would be double movement. Well, look, I'm going to shoot a couple of arrows, try and protect the exit.
Okay. Are you staying in the blue light?
I can't, like...
That would technically be out of it, because it only measures, like...
Okay.
Realistically, I'll go ahead and draw a little thing for you guys. It would be, like... I can't remember what it is. No, not that. Is that right? I think that's right.
You don't take the damage at the end of your turn anyways.
No. So realistically, the circle is like that for where it hits.
Okay.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not gonna do half a square.
It has to be more than half a square, probably,
Yeah.
to do proper damage.
I know it's 15 feet away,
okay.
but it's the radius thing.
Yeah, well, on a grid, circles are kind of squares.
Kind of, but not quite.
Okay, one. I am going to take a couple of shots at... So, are these ice ledges above us?
They are. They're 30 feet up. He's not on it. He's underneath it.
He's underneath it?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So he's right next
I'm
to
just
you.
gonna stab him.
All right, stabby McStabbing.
Something to take your anger out.
Yep. That will definitely hit him. For 4 points of piercing damage. He kind of looks surprised and yipping. Just...
I'm gonna stab again. And then I'm gonna miss.
That is going to be a miss.
I'm gonna stab again.
25 will hit. Roll a d4. As, I would say, Andres, you could put 2 and 2 together as this Knowles, you see cuts starting appearing on him as he's trying his best to defend himself with a bow in hand. Anything else for Alara?
No.
Alright. That will take us to Sev.
No, I'd rather move. I want to take my movement.
I will say the coolest thing about non-dark vision is at least the maps look a lot cooler.
I don't know. I don't get to see him.
Yeah, but you get to see the, like, kind of adds, like, an effect to it.
I'll shoot this guy, but I don't have anything fancy.
Alright. Just a regular shot. 23 will hit him. For 11 points of piercing damage as he's kind of huffing to kind of catch up. He was the one you just knocked down. He just kind of crossbow right to the side of the dome.
No, I don't feel like dashing because I'll have to make an acrobatics check, and it's not worth it.
Fair enough. I'll take us to Andres.
I'll go. Oh, sorry, Laura. I don't know where you are. I'll wave up with my hands in front as if she was right in front of me. Yeah.
You should say,
And
I don't know where you are, Alara.
And then I'll move further down.
Alright. Taking the exit out.
And, dodge action again.
Fair enough. Phineas, you would see something coming from that cave. In the darkness beyond. That'll take us to Tia.
All right, I'm going to go for that guy.
All right.
There. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the Eldritch Blast. If I can pull it out. Hold on a second. There we go.
Blasting. Yep, that'll do it.
Nice.
For 17 points of force damage as he is just hole right through his chest as he somehow gets lifted up and knocked back a few feet as he just lands there dead and dying. Well, dead. Or dying? Nah, he's dead.
Okay.
That's a kill shot.
All right. I'm gonna move up this way. And I can't see Alara, but I can see the other knoll, right?
Yeah, technically you would have had to use both of your blasts back there.
Oh, okay.
So if you could see the other knoll from back
Oh, well,
there, you can
I'll just...
you can make your shot from back there. That's fine.
Okay. I could see him, but
Yeah,
I was just gonna
absolutely.
get closer and then hit him. But yeah.
Yeah, it's not like the attack action where you can split it up like that, but a 16 will hit
Okay.
as he is pushed back from Alara as he kind of looks like he's reaching for a spear at his back, and as he does, gets blasted by Eldritch Fury.
Turn there. Oh, sorry. I'll go into the stairwell and then
You're
I turn
good.
there.
You're good. Phineas.
Oh, I killed him.
Yeah, you did kill him. He did. Phineas, you see a figure in the dark clambering up as there's like some sort of magic emanating from around him. This blue pulse waves.
Identify yourself. I'm not afraid to use force. I will prepare a mind sliver if it's an enemy.
All right. As Andres, you hear Phineas.
It's us, you dingus. Who else would it be?
Okay. Hey, you guys are making it. Okay. Whew.
And with all of the gnolls dead, the cackling that was echoing throughout the cave is no more. As Alara, you just see bodies of gnolls everywhere.
Nice. Good job, guys.
I'll say, does Andres put down his spirit guardians after kind of realizing it goes quiet?
Yeah.
All right.
Already taken off the dot.
And you would see Alara kind of come into the light as from Severage's lantern. Does Phineas still just stay outside?
Everybody's coming out, right?
I don't know. Is everybody leaving?
I don't
Yeah, I
we
think
have
we're leaving
anything
the
other
cave
reach
now.
to stay here.
Yeah, the gnolls are dead.
Fair enough.
I'll give Laura a quick cure wounds.
All right.
I'll say, sorry about that. I can't change the spell once it's up.
No worries.
As you
Not
get
your fault.
10 points of healing.
And after he does that, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
All right. Yours might not have. I might not have updated yours. Yeah, roll one more d8.
Oh, okay, yeah.
7 points of healing. You get 17.
The exact amount that I lost.
Perfect. But as you all kind of make your way back up top, you can see Phineas there. The dog's maybe about 40 or so feet away in this chasm.
We're all safe. Oh, and Alara's back. Where'd you come from?
I'm literally here. I came this way.
Must have just missed you.
Found. Maybe.
Do we know where we are now? Or are we able to make it back to the 10 towns?
Yes, I believe we can head from here to the. It's probably not East Haven. Where's the closest? That would be East Haven, wouldn't it?
Might be so.
As of
They were
course
the
it
ones complaining about the gnolls.
doesn't want to load. At least for me. There it goes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, as you're about, you would guess about a day and a half away. A little less. You spend about an hour and a half getting to this spot from where you camped last night. So if you go around this mountain that you're kind of at the edge of, you could get there in the middle of the night if you pushed it.
We can camp. Not a big deal.
Better get moving then.
Get the dogs ready. Let's get going.
The dogs are ready. They just no sled because it burnt up in the night before. They're just kind of, I don't know, you just leave them there and they're just kind of sitting waiting, wet tails wagging, covered in snow. They're happy.
What happened to the sled?
It was dark out, and
It was a bit of a kerfuffle.
yeah. You know,
The dogs are okay.
I was on the watch, and they kind of snuck up on me. And then fire was involved, darkness and explosions. And then I got knocked unconscious. And yeah.
But then we followed the gnolls back
Okay.
here, so it all worked out.
We
I
survived.
did too. I ran into a bunch. Must have been a hunting party or something. I'll follow the tracks back here.
Well, let's
But-
hope we got them all then.
Hopefully. Yeah.
All right. So dogs ready to be led on a lead. You guys start making your way to East Haven.
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
Let's get back.
As you start making your way past the mountain, kind of using it to it doesn't really shield you from the wind. If anything, it kind of creates a tunnel for it. Slows you down slightly, but not terribly, as you kind of pass around it at the middle of a frozen creek bed. Very much frozen. You step over it with ease. A little bit of shrubbery also frozen nearby. Probably dead or, well, very much so dead. Making your way, you do start to get a little bit tired. No encounters of at the moment. Nothing really nearby to take shelter from, except for maybe little pockets from the side of the mountain. How do you guys set up tent or camp? I don't think you have tents.
Nope.
No tents.
All right. Just roughing it, sleeping in the snow. Those of you that sleep.
Dig a trench.
Yeah.
Trying to dig down. Let's say, yeah, kind of dig down into the snow a little bit to get some ground. Ground is just as cold as the snow. It's just not as wet as the snow. You'll set watches for the evening. And is there anything you'd like to do before you bed down or during the night?
If Phineas takes the watch, I'd like to stay up and have a chat with him.
Can easily be arranged.
You still want me to take a watch after last night? It's not like I can see anything.
You can take watch with me.
I'll keep you company.
Okay. Sev, I assume you want to do early morning watch again?
Yep, I'll get first light while there's still a little bit of it. Which sounds the opposite when you say it out loud, but it's not exactly how mornings work here.
Yeah,
There's
well,
actually
Fair.
the midnight watch has an hour of light in it. Get to see a little bit of the aurora throughout the night.
no. I'll take first watch.
With Phineas?
Yeah.
Alright. No fires about. Everyone kind of huddled together with the dogs close for warmth. A little bit of wind. But surprisingly clearish skies. You can see the stars and you can see the moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
You, you know, I'm a changeling, yeah.
Yeah.
Changelings aren't from this world.
Right. A lot of things aren't from this world. There are many different planes.
Yes, but I didn't exactly come to this world by choice. This
How?
doesn't go into your book, please.
Of course. How did you get here? Where where is
Question.
where is home?
Home is the Feywild. It's bloody insane there too.
I've heard a lot of stories. Seems kind of like a very magical place. Uh, before coming up here, I used to think maybe I would go someday. Uh, but I'm not too sure anymore.
They would eat you alive, Phineas.
Yeah, not.
And I don't mean that to be mean.
No, there's not. I'm not as tough as I thought I was.
Give yourself time. I was taken. Um, Kidnapped, you may say. Um, by and I just pause because like this is the first time I've actually said any of this out loud.
By the Illithid, mind flayers.
Yeah. Yeah. And something happened. There was a crash, and I managed to escape.
So,
I, f- I found Lara, and she saved me. She took me in. She taught me how to survive here. But
and this ringing in my head, this is where they are, or what?
maybe I just know if I survived the crash, they could have as well. And God, I hate to admit this out loud, but it scares me to no end. It scares me that they'll find me again. And you, I'm just telling you to try and get you to understand why I don't want anything to do with the ping in your head or the bloody that bloody crystal.
No, truthfully, I don't know if I want anything to do with it either. I know what it's like to be scared. Phineas touches his eye, his missing eye. I've never been this close to dying so many times. All the stories I've read, they always, not always, but they have happy endings, or they're painted in a rose-colored glass. And they only show the good parts. They don't show all the hurt. And I thought that, hey, maybe that's how the stories go. How hard could it be? It's hard. I'm no hero. Who am I to think that I can make a good story?
You've done some pretty heroic things. I know you've saved my ass multiple times. You saved the others. It's the little things. But I wanted to just, tell at least you, because I know that you are a very curious person. But
Aren't you curious too? This place that this thing in my head is directing me to, that could be your way back home.
curiosity killed the tabaxi. I know I'm curious, but you don't know. You don't know them. The Feywild isn't an easy place to infiltrate. All its nature and everything is literally built, designed to trap non-Fey. But these guys managed to trap us. I understand the curiosity, but I also am very aware that it could be our death. And while I'd love to go back home, I'd rather be here alive than dead.
I don't want to die either.
And look, I'm saying that we not that we can't go, like maybe wait till we know some knowledge is power, right?
Right. Yeah. Thank you for trusting me. I won't put any of this in the book. I mean, in order for there to be a book, I have to stay alive, right? There might not be a book.
We'll get there. One step at a time.
I'm gonna get some rest.
Night, Denise.
Night, Lara.
Is Phineas going immediately to bed?
Yeah.
All right. As the rest of you take watches, is there any other things that you would like to discuss amongst each other? Or just have a nice, peaceful night on the tundra?
Hmm.
Fair enough. As you all get a well-deserved rest, huddled together among the snow and ice-cold ground,
Can I unattune to the Psi Crystal?
no, you cannot. Unfortunately.
Dun, dun, dun.
As you try to lose your focus of it and break your connection, you get this twinge in the back of your head, right behind your missing eye. It sends shivers down your spine for a brief moment, and almost like a synaptic kind of, not shiver, more of a your nerves kind of pulse from your brain stem. But you all do awake in the darkened tundra. Hey, those are good. Is there anything you'd like to do before you guys head out in the morning?
Oh, yes. Who should I give it to? I think Andres. I go up to Andres, and I unattune the Pearl of Power. And I'm just like, hey, I think that this may be a little more useful for you than it is for
Oh,
me.
what does it do?
Um, from my understanding, it gives you like once a day, it gives you a little bit of an extra boost, and you can chuck out another spell.
Oh, oh, that's neat. Thank you. If
I
you ever
figured you
feel
would have more use of it than me.
if you ever feel that you'd rather have it back, don't hesitate to ask, though.
Okay.
We're pretty sure it's not cursed anymore.
It's okay. I could deal with it.
Oh, you couldn't, trust me.
I mean, I can literally remove curses. So,
Well,
just in
where were
case.
you? Where were you 2 weeks ago?
In East Haven?
Should have gone to East Haven.
Should have gone east, even. Got a brand new body. We're all good.
That is true.
maybe I should do that again. Maybe I'll get an eye.
I don't think the Morning Lord will bring us back a second time.
Let's not tempt fate too much, yeah?
You could try some other deities. Huh?
Yeah, sure.
And your
Okay.
deity, Andros, actually has a strong connection to the Aarakocra.
At least one of them does, yeah.
Yeah, one of the amalgamations. Yeah, or she is an amalgamation of one of them. Yeah. But as you all dust off the night's snow, head back to East Haven, trudging along the tundra once more. Within about 4 hours' time, middle of daylight, the low light. I hate calling it daylight, but the daylight is up as you arrive at East Haven. Seeing the town again, the torches and the lanterns throughout it lit. The cold sight, but a welcoming one. And as you arrive, that'll be a good spot for us to take our little 5-10 minute break. We'll be back in about 40 after-ish, give or take a few. So stick around, folks. We'll be back shortly.
Yeah.
Sounds good. See you in a few.
Alrighty, folks. We are back at it with our Rime of the Frostmaiden. And last we left off, our troop, our would-be heroes, after defeating the gnolls in their own home of this cackling chasm, headed back to East Haven, arriving about a day and a half later to a welcoming town, or at least as welcoming as any North town is.
Let's go. Maybe we should go see. What's his name? Waylon?
The speaker? Yep.
He's got our gems, right?
Maybe.
I'd hope so. How long has it been?
Well, we got pretty majorly detoured for a few days, so I'm sure we're fine. I think it was what, 4 days? 5 days now?
Oh, yeah, at least 5 days.
Been
Could be way more
one,
than that.
2, 3, 4. It's been 5 or 6 days.
Nice. Let's hit him up then.
I was off by a day about the new moon. 14 days left until the new moon. Yeah, heading over to the town hall. You get a nod from a couple of the... There's not like a city watch or a town watch, but there are some people that are kind of like a volunteer fireman. They're just kind of like, they're there and ready if need be. So you would see a couple of folks that seem to have heard about you guys, at least. Well, definitely Andros, being kind of stationed here for a little bit. You guys head to the large building that is the town hall. As you come in, though, head inside. You aren't welcomed by anyone at the front desk. quiet inside.
Hello? Hello?
Speaker Waylon, you around?
I'll go over to his office.
Heading to his office, empty. You can see papers all over the floor. Chair has been knocked over.
More problems. Guys, there's been a struggle.
Shit.
Really?
Any blood?
Give me an investigation check.
13.
13. You spot a few drops. No. Not like someone was murdered right here. But kind of like on the desk near the. Where the chair has been knocked over. Kind of like along the side of the desk. You can see a little small blood splatter. Like from someone getting punched or something.
I don't think he was killed here. Probably taken to a secondary location.
And
I want to
killed
go
there.
And maybe
look
killed
and
there.
see if that cauldron, that stew pot, is where we put
Mhm.
it.
All right. Heading over to where the cauldron was being kept. I believe it is upstairs. Passing by the large what is it, the front ship bit,
Figurehead.
figurehead, thank you. Getting a weird vibe from it as always, but as you go to where the cauldron was being kept, it's not there. And from within another room, you can hear some muffled
There's probably a bad guy in there. Probably should just leave him there.
We better check out that noise anyways, though.
And if he is a bad guy, he's tied up. Hopefully.
It's a win-win.
I knock on the door.
Gonna check out the noise.
You hear more. It sounds like multiple muffled voices within.
So I open the door.
It is locked as you try to open it. I mean, you can see this is actually a steel enforced door.
Hey, Sev, can you open doors?
Yeah, but I bet the keys are in the desk.
Yeah, let's check for those first.
If you go look in the desk, they are not there. Heading back to the main floor.
All right, we'll do it the hard way.
All right. Breaking out the thieves' tools. Give me a sleight of hand check. Yeah, with advantage because proficiency with thieves' tools. 23. With ease. Opening up. You can see this is actually a makeshift kind of prison. A few jail cells within. You can see both Speaker Waylon as well as Captain Arlagath and a small retinue of the town guards within, all some of them knocked out, all of them in separate jail cells within. Tied up, muffled faces.
I close the door. If only there was anything we could do. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Guess we run East even now.
First thing we got to do is bring up the taxes.
But you would see about 4 other individuals, as well as the Captain Arlagath, as well as Speaker Wayland, within the cells in here.
Let's let him out. Figure out what happened.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say the Frostmaiden is behind this. The pot is gone.
Would just be the
I'm not sure
Dwarger.
if it's... Yeah. Actually, it's... Neither the Frostmaidens know the Dwerger's MO to just imprison people.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
You're
should
looking at corpses.
Frostmaiden would have just killed them. Like, we know what those bloody frost druid people are like. And all the bloody corpses that she sent. And the Dwagar don't exactly seem like tie them up and leave them type people either.
Yeah, exactly.
I uncover the speaker's. I untie his
Okay.
gag.
We've been betrayed. Been in here for a couple of days.
Yeah, I can smell it.
Yes. Cold. I don't know what happened. I was in my office, and some men came. Said they're here for the cauldron, and they knew about it and knocked me out. I assume they took it, as well as the, your payment. I was fortunate, at least, well, maybe not as fortunate as I could have been, that, the captain was here to help me, but unfortunately there were too many of them. They seemed to know exactly where everything was, exactly where everyone would be. Someone knew.
How could they know all that?
We didn't tell anybody about it.
Inside check.
You give me an insight check.
Inside. Gonna make sure. Yep, it's normal.
The 16. He's telling the truth. Well, you get a feeling that he has a little bit more thoughts to it, but
Who else knew of the cauldron?
I can't help but think the worst when times like these come. If you wouldn't mind unbinding us, it's been like this for terribly long.
Is his secretary in here as well?
That, as you look about, his secretary is not in there.
I knew that bitch couldn't be trusted.
Miss Prudence, I don't know. I don't know why she would do this. It was for the good of all of East Haven. It doesn't make any sense. But, could you help us out of these bindings?
Yeah, I'll start cutting them loose.
Here.
Alright.
That wizard that you burned 10 days ago, you didn't have anything else. You just had this one book. That's it.
Yes. What do you care about the wizard for? We're tied up here. The cauldron's gone.
Yeah.
Along with the payment, it would seem. I would assume at least. I didn't check my desk. I mean,
Oh, everything is absolutely ransacked in there. Sorry.
not only the cauldron, but the fortune I had left.
It is unfortunate.
As you start to cut them through, Arlagath, yeah, I tried to stop them, but they came out of the darkness, and well, I think I might have gotten one of them. At least knocked him out. I hate to say it, but I did see your secretary, kind of speaking to Waylon. She was with him. And Waylon
But
just
you
kind
didn't
of
recognize anyone
winces.
else?
No, and I know everyone in East Haven. At least mostly.
Someone from any of the other towns, then.
Can you give us a description?
And Waylon will speak up, but it's tall for a dwarf, but she always spoke about. Well, she has auburn hair, kind of usually kept in a bun. But she always spoke about having family over in Targos.
Argos, huh?
Isn't there the place that hasn't let us in?
Yeah.
Yep. That's them.
Ah, racist. I see.
Argos might be the one place that could openly make use of the cauldron. Because otherwise, would be just blatantly obvious who stole it.
Right. They must have gotten out of here quick. I don't know. I obviously would offer a reward. But your reward is there. Wherever. I would suggest at least checking out Targos first. If she's not there, then I don't know where else she would have gone. Maybe ask about her family.
Okay. Let's just add that to the long list of things that we have to do.
I wasn't trying to burden you. I was
I'm
trying
just.
to reward you, if anything. I'm
I
sorry we have
understand,
failed.
mate. It's fine. No, don't say that.
And
If you want to know, it's
Arlagath,
times like these where you always hope that you can trust those around you.
Arlagath kind of nods at that. I was hoping, we were all on the lookout for these Dwergar, and didn't even think to look inward. It's I used to be, but been distracted as of late. Well, with the wizard
So you're
being
saying
burned,
if it were a Dwerger who came out of the night, you'd have been more prepared?
I would have liked to think so. I had many people searching the boats, and most patrols were looking out there instead. Maybe not instead.
Because you weren't looking for others, you were looking for Dwagar, you may have
Right.
missed suspicious behavior. But hey,
Exactly. Not
bygones
to...
be bygones.
Exactly. I do feel like I failed this town, and hopefully I can make it up to everyone. I mean, not directly, but through years of service. As I always have.
See what happens. Nothing to be done about it for now, I suppose.
And Waylon will just kind of shake his head like... She was so nice. Always asking about the family, and seemed to care for my health genuinely. When I was sick, she brought me soup and
How's Ronaldo doing?
I don't know. No one's heard from him in days. I wouldn't know in the last couple of days anyways. Been here.
Oh, this happened a few days ago?
Yeah, I
Mm.
believe so. Kind of tries to... There's no window in here, so they really don't know how long they've been here.
Well, hey, let's let you out and get a bite to eat. I'm sure you have to use the bathroom too.
But you can see some spots in the corners. Yes. Now we would. Yes. Like they knew exactly. I treated her like a daughter.
Desperate times, desperate measures. Desperate people do insane things.
At least they didn't kill anyone. Did you? They didn't kill anyone, did they?
That's what we saw.
Silver lining, right?
That's something.
Arlagath will say, you know, I should get back and check in on the on my people. Make sure that they see if they've heard anything. If we have anything, we'll let you know, but I don't think I'm in any condition to travel.
No worries.
I'll see what we can do about it.
Waylon just nods. Thank you. I should go home and check on the wife. Hope she's okay. She wouldn't know anything anyways. She's been a little sickly and she knows I work long hours. But I am sorry about this. And if you could return the cauldron, obviously if you find the money, it's yours. Sure, anyone up here would kill for that amount of gemstone.
Well, I guess we've got our next journey.
I think we can look around, maybe try and find Ronaldo.
Hmm.
He might be able to tell us exactly. Well, maybe he won't be able to, but the right lady.
Yeah.
If that's something you want to put yourself through again.
It was pretty fun last time.
That's not how I remember it, but sure.
It's a lot of theatrics.
Is it just theatrics when you're getting choked by a ghost?
Okay.
Yeah, they nailed the cold, icy fingers. I'll tell you that much.
Fine. But I won't be the one talking to the ghost lady. It's all you.
Let me try again. Sure she likes me.
Alright, let's head to the inn then.
Alright. Waylon kind of tries to rearrange his office as Captain Arlagath heads out to see about the rest of the town, semblance of a town watch in East Haven. You guys head over to White Lady Inn. As you approach it, you can see the kind of boards have been put up where the windows were broken.
Good times.
Approaching inside the interior of the inn, you can hear some muffled conversation in the next room over. One of the usually your continental breakfast is in place. It's not breakfast time at the moment, but kind of hushed tones. You can see the innkeeper just kind of passed out there behind the counter.
I knock on the counter, trying to wake him up.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Rooms?
Nah, person. Ronaldo? Was that his name?
Yep.
Halfling.
The little fellow who talks to the ghost.
Kind of like, yeah, he's with the group meeting right now.
You doing his shtick?
No, they're just having conversations. He hasn't done that. He swore it off.
Good job, Phineas. You
I
started
mean, that's
polite.
good, actually.
No more messing with the dead for him, and unfortunate because that was my only attraction to get people to come here to the inn. I was hoping to save up enough money to get the repairs going, but it is what it is. This winter will put everyone out of business before it's over.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Yeah, just
I
room
should-
over. There might be something left over from breakfast. Help yourselves.
Don't mind if I do. I'll go and get a plate of food, and then I'll take the plate with me into the room where Ronaldo is.
You all heading into the room?
Yeah.
Okay. As the group enters, you can see huddled around a table. Ronaldo is there, kind of looks a little shaken up, as well as four other individuals. One of them looks to be a stocky human, kind of like furs covering them, kind of touching her head a little bit. There's a tall, heavy-set, kind of weathered individual. You can see he's got an eye patch as well. He's the one currently talking. He's like, yeah, and the dang thing won't stop. It's just like my second wife, just like this winter. Just goes on and on and on. You can see two other individuals here, all kind of between like 25 and 35 years old. Another individual looks to be kind of a little more well-dressed. Probably the youngest of them as well. Seems to be kind of just rolling his eyes at the conversation. And another woman seems to be kind of writing something down. She has a studious look about her. All human. Except for Ronaldo, who's just kind of nodding along. As you kind of enter, they all kind of look up. Ronaldo kind of winces at the sight of Phineas.
Give him a little wave.
The man who's talking, yeah, you hear the damn thing too? Fucking never ending, right?
What?
Winter?
Are you not here about the meeting?
No,
I
just came to town.
Yeah, we're actually here to see our old friend Ronaldo.
And Ronaldo kind of like, yes, of course, the great Ronaldo, at your service. How could I help? As he doesn't seem like he wants to help, but still asks out of habit.
Well, we were just looking for somebody and thought maybe the White Lady might know where she is. Promise, no questions about the White Lady.
I have given that up. Unfortunately, the great Ronaldo is now, kind of like step off, or hop off of the little chair that he's in and kind of walks closer. I have given up those ways. No more dabbling with spiritual affairs. I now work with a group of individuals who pay for talk sessions about noises and having trouble sleeping.
Oh, come on, man. You have a gift. You can't.
Hold on. I think that's actually commendable.
I have a
I
gift
think this
with
is a good way
people.
for him.
Speaking to the spirits was a good distraction. It was helpful in some degree, but maybe it's better. Everyone always asked about dead loved ones and all that, and maybe it's better that they can grieve for it.
What sort
I
of
like
noises?
this character growth.
Well, these four actually, they all gathered recently asking for help with something, and they said there's a noise, some message or something. I don't quite know. They just come and talk about it, and I listen.
Hey, Phineas, you'd fit right in. You hear some weird noises, don't you?
Just one noise all the time.
Yeah, see?
These individuals, I know this may seem strange, ghosts and all, you can, put back your... You need to suspend your disbelief for this one. Ghosts are one thing, but all four of these individuals have experienced some latent psionic abilities. Veda over there, the points to the stocky person. She can actually hear animals' feelings or something. Nars, the talker, complains about everything, but he says that he can get a sense of objects and where they have been and where they can go. Something about the history tied to it or something. Tilvaster, the young one over there, he hasn't said what he has, but he said he can do things with his mind. I'm inclined to believe him, why not? Well, Casca, she has a way of probing. But they've all complained about some noise. Keeping them up at night or something, I don't know.
This is fascinating.
They said they'd offer a king's ransom to make it stop. I obviously can't make it stop, but trying to help them cope with the noise. As best I can, at least. He's kind of talking in more hushed tones at the moment.
I would love to talk to each one of you and get your stories. Do you mind if I do a little bit of diagnostics and see if I can figure anything out?
Nars, the one who's talking, as you approach them, you can see Ronaldo just kind of like lets out a sigh. And is he going to ruin every business I have? Because that's what it seems like. just lets out a sigh and just kind of crosses his arms and goes back to his stool. The person speaking, Nar, is a kind of tall, heavier set man. Oh, who are you? You said you weren't here for the group.
Phineas Featherdash.
You're
At your
just
service.
barging right in. Figures.
Sorry to intrude. But what is plaguing you is very interesting. Do you mind if I do a little bit of diagnostic magic and see if there's any spells or anything affecting you?
We ain't got no spells on us.
Well, there's one way to be sure.
You can see the woman writing just kind of cross her legs and starts writing. Huh.
Does one of you want to volunteer?
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm going to use my 19. That will be a 21.
Okay. The youngest of them. I suppose, it would take, you can cast your magic on me, but we are surely not enchanted by that. There's something amiss with our latent psychic abilities. Something you wouldn't know anything about. But sure, cast away, Birdman.
You're Telbaster, right? Phineas, nice to meet you. And I will bring
Telvaster Hanging Bell. Of the Hanging Bell family, you've probably heard of us. We're kind of a big deal.
Sure you are. But I will
Kind of
begin to
puffs his
ritually
chest up.
Identify.
He's a human.
There are no spells affecting any of them.
No?
Slightly high cholesterol. Just kidding.
Mhm.
That would be Nars. Telvaster is kind of slimmer. But seems to be kind of well off. But 10 minutes pass, and the whole time, Nars will be complaining about every noise he hears and how the... just about. And then he would say, yeah, and it started about 2 weeks ago. Haven't been the same since. Get 3 hours of sleep a night, and it's always night. And that's the way it goes.
How long ago did I attune to the Psy Crystal?
About a 10-day ago.
Okay, so this happened before I did that.
Give or take. Until Vaster will kind of... Well, I might be new to this ringing or signal, whatever it may be. 5 days ago for me, and it's been a nuisance. Nothing I can't handle, though. Although it would be nice if it were gone.
What's it like?
And the kind of stocky individual, it's like, well, you know, have you ever been stung by a bee really bad and it doesn't go away? But you always know where that bee's at? And it haunts you? That kind of thing? It's like that, but in your head. I think they're coming to get us. I don't know what it is. But they're coming. You can be sure of that. Sure, it is night. They're coming.
I will pull out a little wire and whisper to Alara. Do you think this has something to do with the Illithid?
Yeah.
And the woman who's writing will kind of turn to your troop. So, are you all experiencing the same things? Is that why you're here? Phineas Featherdash and friends?
Well, that's a good name.
Let's workshop it somewhere.
Kind of writes something down without looking.
Well, originally, no. Like I said, we were here to see Ronaldo. But I have been hearing a ringing. It's pointing me in a direction. That's it, though.
Towards the mountains, yes?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was baiting. Towards the mountains, right? Yes.
What are you writing? May I ask?
Notes. None of your business.
The host, about us, I think that kind of equates them to being our business.
I find the best inspirations are from life itself. I assure you nothing I write will be factual, and no names. Some inspiration, maybe. If you must know, I'm writing a mystery novel about some murders happening in the Ten Towns.
Inspired by the current murderer?
Well, the best inspirations for writings are often factual, but I assure you, not the same. See, my murderers use a blade of ice. Yes. Always melts, they never find the weapon.
So they never find the weapon.
Of course.
A perfect murder weapon.
Old story. Yeah, sure. What's your psionic ability? May I ask?
And what's your name?
I'm Cascalang. I was a ghostwriter for some time, down in Luskin. I came up here to see the harsh realities of Icewind Dale. Harsh indeed. When I was in Luskin, I was traveling down an alleyway and I saw a man get stabbed. Ever since, I can look at a dead body and tell you exactly how they died. No stranger, I assure you, to death.
And did you see the body that was here in East Haven? That the murderer did?
The burned wizard, is that what you're speaking of? He burned at the stake. We all saw that.
No, before that, wasn't there?
Oh yes, the
Fargo,
murderers
East Haven,
in towns.
Brenchander.
I have been following closely, but I wasn't allowed to look at any corpses. They said it was odd that I'd wanted to touch it. Unfortunate.
A somewhat useful ability.
Great
Oh,
inspiration, if nothing else.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna do one last.
Yeah, you always talk about your damn book. Finish writing the damn thing and get on with your life.
You know, sir, for someone who's coming to Ronaldo for help, you are very rude. And that's coming from a rude individual.
We're paying, alright? Frankly, he's charging an arm and a leg. Can't get rid of the ringing.
Death will get rid of it.
We aren't trying to die.
Well, then this is your only other
You
choice.
sound just like my third ex-wife.
I understand why she's your ex.
And third.
And the kind of stocky individual. So do you hear the ringing? Do you all hear the ringing?
Just me.
No, just our feathered friend.
It's definitely a sign of being doomed. I've been trying to warn everyone. We're the only ones that hear it, though. And maybe they're coming for just us because we're special somehow.
They'll come for everyone.
That
They
ringing
don't give
all
a shit how special you are.
It's only minor stuff. We don't even use it for anything. It just happens. We didn't ask for this. It's not my fault that the animals tell me what they're feeling. What's yours? And kind of looks to Phineas. Oh, yes, please do tell us.
Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily me. It's it all happened when I picked up this gem. I pull out the psi crystal.
They all kind of like wince as it gets shown to them. Hey, what? You know, put that thing away.
Yeah. Put it away.
What in the gods was that?
Well, this confirms it. It was nothing.
Ronaldo kind of... Go ahead and tell us your story, Phineas Featherdash, so we can, as a group, help cope.
I go into the circle. Hello, my name is Phineas. I thought you were gonna say hi, Phineas.
We're not
yes,
that kind of group. We just...
Yeah, sorry. Well, the ringing in my head really started. We were up in Tourmaline, and we were in a mine. Found this skull, and it had the crystal in it, and I picked it up. And ever since then, I heard the ringing, and I can talk to people in their heads. Kind of like this, and that's in their heads.
They kind of nod along. You picked up a gem in a skull.
It was really pretty.
Why didn't you just sell it? Get rid of the ringing.
Well, actually, I just figured this out today. But I can't. It kind of seems like it's part of me now.
Tilvaster will kind of like, you know, you all seem like, you and your companions seem like well-traveled individuals. I can tell by the weapons you carry at your sides, you are no strangers to danger.
Accurate.
Well, anybody up here is no stranger to danger.
Well, true. Maybe no stranger to traveling. We'd pay a good sum up here if that ringing would be put out. I know I can handle it, but I'm not sure about these poor folks.
Telfaster does seem pretty irritable.
He's the one who's speaking.
Oh.
We could consider it.
My family would be able to put up 200 gold? Maybe if anyone else would be able to chip in. And
I think that this might just be something that you're going to have to live with. I don't think that we're in any position to investigate this. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
And I glance over at Alara and then look back at them.
Are you the ones that took on Caer Dineval and some cult there? I believe it was you I heard about.
That's indeed us.
Casco, I thought that you all sounded, well, looked familiar by your descriptions. Fascinating. And how many devils of ice were there? Maybe the killer is a devil with an icy pitchfork.
This is Cascalaine.
Yeah. Of course, that makes perfect sense.
I would love to read your latest chapters.
When I'm done writing it, you will, I might have some early editions.
Well, I'm a writer too. Maybe I can do a little proofreading, a little editing. Not that you need it, but just grammar and spelling.
I am perfectly good with grammar and spelling. I do have an editor already on staff. Tell you what. If you are a writer, show me yours and I'll show you mine.
Seems like you've already heard of some of our exploits. But yeah, here's the latest. And I'll pull out the stories of us in the Knolls and us getting whisked away to fight the Berserkers.
This will take me a little bit of time to read through. You just hand out your work, and even though it's unfinished.
Well, yeah, it's the best way to get feedback. I would hate to get the feedback after it's been published and everybody hates it.
She'll kind of take a look. This chapter starts with you being whisked away by the wind. What kind of story is that?
Well, it's not the beginning of the story.
It is a pretty lazy plot device. Gotta admit.
You just picked up a ring and... Where do you get this dribble at? Did you wrote this?
I did. It's all factual. Little to no embellishments.
Right. And she'll hand it back. I'll show you mine when it's complete. Show me yours when it's complete. I don't want to... You can't start a story in the middle. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm no stranger to having premonitions about what's to come. I think that might be what you're doing. And your story might be the key to us getting a step ahead of this killer. If what you're writing...
Oh, no, it's all fictional.
I believe you think it is. But I think that maybe just like how I hear potential futures, I think that you might be writing a potential future.
And Ronaldo will kind of speak. All right, folks, we've got a little bit of off topic here. We should get back on the topic, and that is we still have 20 more minutes left of our meeting. We
How
should
many more
probably...
must I?
Phineas, this is a group about the psychic ringing, not about your books. This is... We have to stay focused. Stay focused. Maybe later we can talk. And they would start kind of like talking about the time they one of them woke up and they tried to clog their ears with snow, and it just made it worse somehow. Trying to think of remedies, but a lot of them are trying to just drink a lot.
Mhm.
But if Phineas tries to bring up more books, Ronaldo will definitely try to steer the
I'll stick around
conversation towards the topic at hand.
Mhm.
But he would also ask that everyone else leave who is not a part of the group. It's for like 20 minutes or so. That's not a spectator group. But he would shoo everyone else out. Well, essentially, Phineas, what you would learn from this little bit is just that within the last like 2 weeks, that's when they've all started to get the ringing. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, I lost everything. So
Yeah.
was it just
Oh, it
me?
was just me then.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was like a Discord reset.
Okay, looks good. I thought it was just Australia being Australia.
Nope, that was a Discord. Or space. But essentially, what Phineas would learn is just that within the last 2 weeks, they've all started to get the ringing, and they all know it's coming from south or southeast.
I'm a
Actually,
little surprised.
Yeah.
Phineas, how come you're so opposed to checking this out all of a sudden?
I
You were pretty interested in this earlier.
yeah, I was interested in a lot of things. Yeah, I before, I lost my eye, and those gnolls almost took me down in no time. Now I think I'll be a little more careful. And that's just a big unknown.
Yeah, but so it's everywhere we go.
It just feels like a trap, though. It can't be anything good.
but the support group, they're not very supportive of each other. But what they're trying, that's what Ronaldo's trying to do, is support them, and he does kind of give them words of encouragement. But they will disperse. They're all actually staying at the inn at the moment.
During the rest of the meeting, could I have cast Detect Magic?
Ronaldo has magic on him.
But the book that her notes, nothing
No.
about those, nothing.
But Ronaldo has divination magic.
All right, Ronaldo. Now that the meeting's over, are you able to help us?
With what?
A few days ago, maybe last night, something was taken from East Haven, and we think we know who the culprit is. She might have gone to Targos. We don't know though, so we're hoping that the White Lady might be able to tell us where to go.
I have given up everything with the White Lady. I am not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch that with your 10-foot pole.
That's not that long.
I was speaking of wood.
I'm sure he was too.
Yeah.
No, you ruined my career. Maybe she did. I'm uncertain. I'm trying to start over. Not going back to that. The White Lady's about somewhere. If you want to speak to her, you do it.
I don't have the gift like you do.
Just kind of shrugs. And... My gift has always been for the people, not...
And this could help the people.
Tell the others, what were the gems that we were getting?
It was
Maybe
2,500 of gems.
2500.
500 gold piece gems. I would suggest you think it's in Targos. Maybe go to Targos.
I understand that thought process, but you see, Targos is like a long way away, and we don't want to waste time
It's about 12
if we
hours or
don't
so.
have to. Yeah, which we have to walk.
Also, the thing was stolen multiple days ago, so...
Yeah.
Get some dogs or an axe beak. They do sell them here.
Yeah. We have no money, mate. But maybe if you were able to help us with the White Lady's communication and possibly give us some interesting, good information, we could probably get you some money to, help kickstart this new business.
Say Lara or Phineas, one of you guys, can give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Your call on who. It is going to be a very high DC. I don't know your bonuses.
More, yeah,
I've got a +4.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it might be... You might be able to do it.
I've got inspiration if I need it.
Are you using your inspiration?
He said it was really high.
If you don't use it, you can't get it again.
That is true. Your call.
And I'll
I
throw
won't
some
use it.
and I'll throw some guidance on
Oh,
there.
guidance.
We'll say guidance is still like seen as magic. So he knows you're casting something. I would say for like...
So it would just up the DC.
Yeah. By however much you cast guidance by.
Then it would not.
I'm gonna take the chance. I won't use my inspiration.
Alright.
Well, inspiration gives you advantage, so even if you roll lower, you're still getting the 14.
You still get the 14, yeah.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, I'm using inspiration.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Fine. If it'll help the people out. Yes, meet me tonight. In my room. I'm not allowed to use the den anymore. But this is it. This is the last time I'm going to speak to her. I can't take another incident like last time.
If it makes you feel better, I won't even talk.
It would, actually, believe it or not. And you can tell Ronaldo's not nearly as like flamboyant or as like self-impressed as he was last time you guys saw him. You would notice him occasionally twitch. And actually, as you guys are speaking, what's everyone's passive perception?
15.
That's 15.
16.
Okay. I would say Sev, Alara, and Andres would notice he has a white streak in his hair. Near the back, kind of hidden. But fine. Maybe tonight in my room. Room 3. I'll do my best to resummon the White Lady.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
East Haven thanks you.
Fine. Have to go prepare. As he kind of just like, he doesn't make eye contact. You can tell he's kind of nervous. I'll be in my room. Well, I have to go get provisions, but I'll see you tonight. As he kind of storms off, like almost with a purpose, but kind of half angry. You kind of hear him say, like, just mumble beneath his breath, "Things I do for people." Leaving you at the inn. It's about midday at the moment. Like 1 or so.
Oh, we got a little bit of time to kill. I think I'm just gonna huddle up with a book. What are you guys up to?
I have no idea.
You can just take a nap at the inn if you want. I don't care.
Mm.
I finally get to read in the warmth. I don't have to read outside. Nice.
So you guys just spending the day in the... You go ahead.
I just sit in the corner and people watch.
Alright. Yeah, there's people coming and going from the inn, like, to their rooms and stuff. It is a sizable inn, but...
Need to acquire another box of crossbow bolts.
Easily done. Say a gold for 20 more.
Pensive.
Laura, roll me a d20.
D20.
Damn. All right.
I'm wasting all my nat 20s.
Well, I think the persuasion check wasn't a waste.
Oh
Yeah,
no, that wasn't.
Yeah. Double check this. Yeah, you would see a large hunter covered in pelts. Human. Give me a history check.
History.
You do not recognize this man, but he kind of talks to the innkeep for a moment and starts putting up a flyer in the foyer, in the entrance of the space. And you can see there's a bunch of red drawings on it in big letters. Kind of hear him before he leaves, after he's done nailing it to the wall. Yeah, you tell anyone. Contest. My boy, Tafarak, is gonna get it first, though. You can be assured. Huh.
Interesting. I'll go over and have a look at this flyer.
and he does leave before you. Well, unless you want to speak with him.
No.
But he's not quick about leaving, but he seems to make an entrance and a exit for himself. But reading the flyer, northeast, Yeti. Numbers are many, hunters are few. Find the red Yeti before Malbor Tafarak and earn 300 gold. And that's all it says.
Red Yeti. I'm gonna take the flyer.
You take it?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll put it back up later.
Okay.
And I'm going off to the forge because I also realized that I need arrows as well.
Fair enough. We'll say you meet Sev over there.
And yeah, and to meet Sev and 1 gold pig, so I'll take it. Hey Sev, look what I found.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna need help a little bit.
Ever seen a red Yeti?
That's a good one. Do I know of a red Yeti?
Give me a history check. Or nature? Your call.
I would.
You're better with nature.
I am. There's a massive difference.
They give you different information, though.
Well,
no, never heard of a red Yeti. Yetis are white.
it's fine. It's
That's
better than the opposite. Well, guess we better find it before someone else does.
I was just thinking, yeah, because as far as I know, Yetis are supposed to be white. So, is this going to be like a kind of thing, like with the whole big white moose, where it's actually magical? Or magically summoned?
No,
Red with the blood of its enemies, perhaps?
more likely it's just a Yeti that's been hunting. But regardless, I need to find it before someone else does.
Yeah.
North? Is that what-
Northeast.
Northeast.
I think actually let's say
Around the cairn? No, wait, that would be west. That's actually
NES.
straight north. Just in the valley.
yeah, somewhere just northeast of here. So
Just somewhere out.
could be even
the
further.
shit.
You don't know.
Just figured I'd also show you.
Sounds like someone's got a head start, so.
You know. And the fellow seemed pretty confident in this guy. His son or something like that.
Yeah, well. For his sake, let's hope he lives up to it.
As you're talking about this at the forge, are you talking about Malbor?
I don't know. That word's too big for
Are we
me.
talking about my book?
Yeah, Tafarak. They put up a competition. I heard about it this morning. He came by here, asked to put up a flyer. I said, nah, but I told him to go try the inns. Not my kind of thing. I told him I'd tell people, though. You gotta have a look for a smith shop. It'll catch fire and burn.
Mm.
Yeah, there's people putting up some bets saying he'll probably get it.
He's just one person, though, going against several Yetis.
Have you seen the guy, though? He's huge.
No. So, Yetis are huge too.
I reckon
It's
he's
true.
probably as big as a Yeti. You saw him. He's not as big as a Yeti, but I'd put my money on him. He has the best record for hunting.
I've never heard of him before.
Well, I've never heard of you before. My money's
Yeah, I
on
know,
him.
because I've never made a name for myself.
That's probably not true, but we'll leave it at that.
But,
Regardless.
yeah, he's definitely heard of you guys.
Like,
He just doesn't know your names.
Fair.
Okay, well,
I will start gathering supplies for a trip onto the open tundra.
Fair enough.
mm.
Meanwhile, what's Andres doing? Just chilling in the Andres and Tia. Chilling,
Hanging out.
wandering around with these fools. Or just chilling.
Yeah,
You can
probably
be...
hanging out at the inn.
Okay, fair enough. Phineas. As you open up the book. Something's different about it. The words aren't what they said before. As you start flipping through formulas, arcane formulas of vast power, spells that would be well beyond your power at the moment. Some, at least. All of it. It would say Dazan's Tomb of the Arcane. But it is this.
Oh boy.
Fascinating. Oh, makes
Nice.
so much more sense.
Oh, wow.
Probably the most expensive item in this adventure. One of them.
Fireball.
All the more reason to get money so you can buy some ink and paper.
I could switch books too, right? Where
You can.
I could prepare all my spells out of this book.
So I did also make you another tab with your spell book in case you did want to switch, and then you could switch back and forth a little easier. You still have to drag and drop the spells though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's no good way for a wizard to have two books. But if you want to, he doesn't have any defensive first level spells.
Bird pellets.
Yeah, that's his meteor.
Mine-
Meteors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his tickling talon is the
Earthen,
grass.
Earthen
yeah,
grasp.
yeah. Maximilian's earthen grasp. I'll say as you all kind of gather
I'll be ready for
as night. Well, night fell a while ago, but as proper night sets into the town, it starts to get a little sleepy outside. You guys ready yourself for a seance. That'll be a good spot to end tonight. As actually kind of picked up like 3 quests, kind of. But we'll see what direction they take, and after see how this seance with the White Lady goes this evening. So thanks for watching, folks, and join us next week for some more Rime of the Frostmaiden. Let's hope the seance goes better than it did last time.
Hopefully.
All right. Good night, Internet. Good night,
Later.
Twitch, and we'll see you next time.
Later, Internet.
Night.
Bye.
Good night, Twitch.